Hey, hi guys, this is Salim. Once again, welcome to my channel. Hope you are all doing great, guys. So in this video, I am going to tell you about one of the model from supervised learning, that is regression analysis, guys. So guys, if you need information like what are the types of learning and also the models in those learnings, so please do watch my first video. The link for that video is in the description, guys. Please find it there. So let's get started. So in this video, we are going to see the contents like what is regression, the types of regression, how to select right regression model, what is linear regression, and statistical formula for linear regression. So guys, we know that the machine learning main criteria is to predict the future outcome data as well as the for the current data, the accuracy. So in order to accomplish this task, these are the models we are going to apply. So among those, regression model is also one of the model under supervised learning. So let us see what actually the regression analysis is. So regression analysis is a statistical technique that is used to find out the relationship between two variables uh, based upon their business scenarios. Business in the sense, guys, so every business growth actually depends upon the productivity, right guys? So if the productivity is more, then the growth of the business, I mean the profit for the business will also increases. So here growth or profit and productivity are actually considered to be as two variables, so like independent and dependent. So always the productivity is depending on, I'm sorry, always the growth of a company is dependent on productivity of a company, right? So if the productivity is more, then only the growth or the profit for the company will be more. So in order to understand more about regression, let us consider this example. So consider a real estate business. So a customer wants to buy houses. So he visit two houses. One is renovated and other is old. Now the price for both houses will differ due to house appearance. So guys, so the price of a house actually differ with the house appearance, guys. Like if the house is very newly built, then the price for that house will be increases, obviously, right? So if the house is old, then the price will actually, I mean, it will vary with when compared to the new house. So here we can apply the regression like we can consider the variables to as price and house appearance, like renovated or old. So the price will be always dependent and the house appearance like renovated or old is independent. Why? Because uh, the price of a house always increases depending on the house appearance. If the house appearance is more, then the price obviously increases. So this is actually a relationship between the price and renovated or old. So this is how regression analysis is actually used. The main thing why we use regression analysis is to identify the relationship between the variables or the data that we actually given. So types of regression, guys. There are seven types of regression analysis. Number one is linear or simple regression. And number two, logistic regression. Number three, polynomial regression. Number four, stepwise regression. Number five, ridge regression. And number six, lasso regression. And number seven, elastic net regression. So among these, we use linear, logistic, polynomial, ridge, and lasso. These five we use very frequently, guys. Most of the problems, the scenarios will be going to apply these regression models only. And now the main thing is how to select right regression model, guys. So this is very important, guys. So whenever any problem scenario comes occur, so we are going to apply machine learning models, right? So this is very important. So what model or which model we need to apply, this is the important for a ML developer. So these are some basic steps that an ML developer needs to know, like data exploration. Data exploration means we need to analyze the data, like what the data is given, so what are the variables, and we need to identify the relationship between the variables of the data, and also we should find out the goodness of fit for different models like overfitting and underfitting. So overfitting will be considered as the given data is able to analyze as well as visualize, whereas underfitting means is neither able to analyze nor visualize. Next, we need to cross validate by applying different models on the given input data. And also we need to divide the given data into training data set as well as testing data set in order to find out the best outcome or the best predicted result. And finally we apply a model in order to get the result what we actually wanted. Next, linear regression. So linear regression, guys, it is similar to regression analysis definition. So it is defined to be as to find the relationship between two variables by fitting a simple line equation to the data or a value to which we want to predict. Guys, we know a mathematical equation for a straight line like y equal to mx plus c. So the equation here actually plays an important role. So for a given business problem, let us consider the example what we have discussed, real estate business. So for that problem, if you want to apply regression, I mean linear regression, how it is going to solve, how it is going to give us the predicted or the actual required outcome. So here, if we see the equation like y equal to x plus b, where a is considered to be as slope, because if we draw graph for y equal to x plus b, then the x and y will be the axis and a line will pass through the origin, where for that line a will be act as slope and intercept will be as b, and intercept is nothing but since the line is passed through the origin, so for both x and y axis the line is joining at the origin, so that is the intercept. And the formula for slope is summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar by summation of x minus x bar whole square, where x bar is considered to be as mean of all the x values divided by count of x values. Similarly, y bar is equal to mean of all the y values by count of y values. So b, which is intercept, the formula is b equal to y bar minus a into x bar. So guys, if you wanted to know mathematically, you can solve this like by taking some example as table format x and y values, then you can substitute all those values, so you are going to get a and b values. And guys, so if you wanted to know how a linear regression actually looks, so this is how it looks, guys. So I mean this is for a basic demo data, the regression line. So let we consider the example what we discussed, like the house and I mean the prices of house. So let us consider y to be as price and x to be as house, renewed or old. So guys, as I told, the price of a house always increases depending upon the appearance of house, right? So here we are going to predict the price. So in the equation y equal to mx plus b, we are going to predict y. So y will be considered as y predict variable. So here the in our case is price and x in our case is house appearance. So as the appearance of house gradually increases, the price also increases. So here you are going to see the blue dotted points, right? So these blue dotted points are nothing but whatever the input data sheet that we have read, all that data is I mean plotted here in the graph as blue dotted points. So we are using the method called scatter, which is a matplot library method. So when we use this scatter method, we are going to have the input data as a dotted line, I mean dotted points. So now this red line you're seeing is the regression line. Actually, we are going to be called it as a best fit line. Uh, so this line actually drawn based upon the uh, I mean based upon the house appearance. Why? Because here house appearance is going to be considered as a major feature, because when the appearance is increases, then the price is increases. So you are going to apply a linear model and pass the house appearance variable to that linear model function. Then this line is going to be plotted. And guys, not only a single regression line, but here if you see and if you observe, you are going to get more number of lines. Like here, from here you are going to draw another line. From here you're going to draw one more line. So you're going to check for all the possible lines that can be drawn, and you're not going to declare that uh, all these, I mean the number of lines that you are going to draw on this graph are all best fit lines. So best fit line will be always a single line. So you need to identify which line is best fit line. For that, you are going to calculate the distance between each and every line, and which line will be having a minimum error distance. Then that line is going to be considered as best fit line. In order to calculate that, you need to find out the cost function, and then there is another concept called gradient descent concept, through which you are going to identify the best fit line. So we are also going to calculate the distance between the points that are plotted on the line and also the points that are near to the regression line. So here, if you consider the line here, I mean, a point is on the line, and there is another point which is very near to this point. So this point will also be considered to be as a best fit line when we draw a line on this. So if you want to describe or if you want to distinguish, then we are going to find out the distance between that point and this point. So whichever having the minimum distance, then we are going to consider to be as that line as best fit line. So guys, this is all about regression. Hope you all like this video, guys. So anyhow, the implementation part is I'm going to come up with some other video. And guys, please watch these videos, guys, from now onwards, whatever I am uploading, because these videos are very important. And the actual ML starts here, like we're taking some problems and we're applying the models. So the real-time scenarios are going to come from here now. So please be cautious and pay attention. And also whenever I am doing hands-on, please do practice. Yeah guys, hope you all like this video, and please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to